When Denny Hamlin's family home caught fire in December, many wondered if the NASCAR star would even show up to race this year. Now we know the answer, and it's bigger than anyone expected. Let me take you back to December 29th, 2025. It was a Sunday evening in Stanley, North Carolina, when flames tore through the home where Hamlin's parents lived. By the time fire crews arrived, nearly half the house was already burning. They fought the fire for 2 hours, but the damage was done. The news got worse. Hamlin's father, Dennis, died from his injuries. His mother, Mary Lou, was rushed to a burn center in Winston-Salem. She's recovering now, but you can imagine what the Hamlin family has been going through. Dennis Hamlin wasn't just Denny's dad. He was the person who got Denny into racing in the first place. NASCAR said it best when they shared that Dennis made huge sacrifices to help his son become a champion. Everything Denny has in racing, he owes to his father. So when people asked if Hamlin would race this season, nobody would have blamed him for saying no. Racing takes total focus. One small mistake at 200 miles per hour can change everything. How do you focus when your heart is breaking? But Hamlin surprised everyone. During a preseason photo shoot, he told reporters he would race. When asked directly if he thought about taking time off, he was honest. He said he thought about every option. But then he said something that shows what kind of person he is. Hamlin explained that he made a promise to Joe Gibbs and the entire Gibbs Racing family. He said, "Those guys have been working and preparing and whatnot. For almost 20 years, Joe Gibbs Racing has been Hamlin's home. They're more than co-workers. They're family too." Now Hamlin knows this won't be easy. He admitted he'll probably start the year a little behind. He might not be totally ready when the green flag waves. Hamlin thinks getting back into the racing routine will actually help him. He said, "I think once I get in the swing of it, it'll actually be good to get back to it." And where does Hamlin make his return? Not at some easy track where he can ease back in. Nope. The season opens February 1st at Bowman Gray Stadium for the Cookout Clash. If you don't know Bowman Gray, let me tell you, it's not for the faint of heart. This place is called the Madhouse for good reason. It's only a quarter-mile around. Cars are packed together like sardines. Contact happens all the time. If you make one mistake, there's no room to recover. The wall is right there waiting. For a driver dealing with grief, Bowman Gray is one of the toughest tests NASCAR could throw at him. But maybe that's exactly what Hamlin needs. No time to overthink. No time to ease in. Just pure racing from the moment the race starts. But Hamlin's 2026 plans go way beyond just showing up to race. As a co-owner of 23XI Racing with Michael Jordan, he's got a lot on his plate. And one of those things is helping driver Riley Herbst bounce back from a rough rookie season. When Hamlin and Jordan signed Herbst to drive the number 35 car, they had high hopes. They expanded 23XI Racing into a 3-car team alongside Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick. Herbst was supposed to show everyone what he could do. The 2025 season didn't go as planned. Herbst finished 35th in the standings. He had 8 top 20 finishes, but not a single top 10. When Herbst talked about his rookie year, he didn't sugarcoat it. He said, "Man, it was really difficult, but it was good to get that year under my belt and get all the experience and the laps." Before the season started, Hamlin had been realistic. He never promised Herbst would win races right away. Hamlin said he thought Herbst had the tools to run in the top 20 most weekends. But everyone knows rookies face a mountain to climb in today's next-gen cars. Looking at year 1, Herbst admits he didn't meet that top 20 goal. But here's the good news for 2026. Now Herbst knows the tracks. The car doesn't feel brand new anymore. He has reference points everywhere they race. That experience matters more than people think. For 2026, Herbst and his crew chief Davin Restivo have been working overtime. They brought in new engineers who add fresh ideas to the team. Herbst said he's looking forward to their insight and experience on how to make our car go faster. The whole number 35 team has mapped out a plan for consistency. For years, NASCAR has used an elimination playoff system. Win or you're out. One bad race at the wrong time, and your championship hopes are done. Hamlin has been one of the most consistent drivers in NASCAR, but that format kept biting him. Last season was the perfect example. Hamlin won 6 races and had 14 top 5 finishes. He was fast all year long. But at the championship race in Phoenix, a late caution changed everything. Kyle Larson ended up winning the title. Hamlin finished second. Again. The new Chase format, rewards drivers who are fast week after week. There are no sudden eliminations. When asked about the new format, Hamlin explained his thinking. He said, "It's the same guys that are favorites every single week, and it's because those are the ones that are up front every week. That's who this format benefits." Hamlin makes a great point about momentum. You can't just flip a switch and suddenly be fast for the last 10 races if you weren't good all year. Racing doesn't work that way. Hamlin said, "As they perform, there are no eliminations. They'll just happen organically and naturally, and we're going to be talking about the guys that are up front each and every week." For Hamlin, this might be his best shot ever at finally winning that first Cup championship. His driving style fits this format perfectly. He's always been about consistency and speed every week. But there's another huge story brewing with Hamlin, 23XI Racing. And this one isn't pretty. Hamlin and Michael Jordan are in a legal fight with NASCAR itself. Here's what happened. Every year, teams can sign charters that guarantee them spots in races and give them more money. Last year, NASCAR offered new charter deals. 13 teams signed. But 2 teams didn't. Those teams were 23XI Racing and Front Row Motorsports. Why didn't they sign? Because Hamlin and the other team owners think NASCAR is being unfair. In December, Hamlin had to testify in court about this. His testimony was intense. Hamlin said, "I didn't sign because I knew this was my death certificate for the future." When the lawyer asked if he thought he made the right choice by not signing, Hamlin said, "I think it was the only decision." Hamlin also revealed something interesting about his podcast. In court, Hamlin explained he has to be careful what he says publicly. He said, "The reality is, being negative affects me in technical inspection, getting called to the hauler, NASCAR not liking what I said." Michael Jordan sat in the courtroom during Hamlin's testimony. The NBA legend co-owns 23XI Racing, and his business expertise adds weight to their case. The trial could reshape how NASCAR and teams work together. So, what does all this mean for Hamlin's 2026? It means this might be the most important year of his career. He's racing while grieving his father. He's fighting NASCAR in court. He's trying to help Riley Herbst improve, and he's chasing his first championship under a format that finally works in his favor. When Hamlin takes the green flag at Bowman Gray Stadium on February 1st, fans won't just see a driver trying to win a race. They'll see someone honoring his father's memory. They'll see a man who kept his promise even when walking away would have been easier. They'll see a champion fighting for his team's future, both on the track and in the courtroom. Every lap Hamlin runs in 2026 carries extra meaning. He's racing for more than trophies. He's racing to honor his father, to prove the new format works, to help his young driver grow, and to stand up for what he believes is right. That's the complete truth about Denny Hamlin's 2026 plans.